Understanding traumatic grief, when loss feels like a wound that won't heal. Grief is hard, like we all know, but traumatic grief, it's something else entirely. It doesn't come in waves, it crashes like a tsunami. It doesn't fade gently with time. It lingers, it clings, and it often deepens. It doesn't respond to platitudes or timelines. It follows its own path, and that path can be brutal. Traumatic grief is the kind of loss that scars into your soul. It occurs when someone we love dies suddenly, violently, or in circumstances that are shocking or deeply disturbing. This kind of grief isn't just emotional, it's physical, spiritual, and neurological. It can shake our foundation, alter our personality, and leave us struggling to find our footing in a world that no longer feels safe or familiar. What makes traumatic grief? Not every loss is traumatic, but some losses go beyond the bounds of what is called normal grief and venture into a realm that affects every system of our being. Traumatic grief often involves a sudden or unexpected death, like an accident, suicide, overdose, or a homicide. The loss of a child at any age is traumatic. Witnessing the death or its aftermath, the inability to say goodbye or to gain closure, and prior unresolved trauma that's maybe triggered by this new loss. When trauma and grief intertwine, the result can be a persistent state of fear, confusion, anger, guilt, or emotional numbness. Some days you may feel everything at once. Other days you may feel nothing at all. Common symptoms of traumatic grief are intrusive thoughts or flashbacks about the death, avoidance of reminders or places connected to that person, difficulty trusting others or feeling safe any longer, physical symptoms like fatigue, chest pain, or insomnia, nightmares or panic attacks, deep feelings of guilt, shame, or blame, or feeling disconnected from others, even those that you love dearly. Traumatic grief can mimic symptoms of PTSD and complicated grief disorder. It's not just a broken heart, it's a wound that doesn't scab over easily. Why can't I just move on, you may be saying to yourself? Because you're human. Because your brain, your body, and your spirit were all shattered at once. Because love doesn't disappear just because someone is gone, and because trauma rewires the brain to protect you. But sometimes that protection looks like isolations, hypervigilance, or emotional shutdown. There is no timeline. There is no getting over it. There is only the sacred, excruciating, and sometimes beautiful process of learning to carry it. You are not broken. You are grieving. If no one has told you this yet, you are not crazy. You are not failing at grief. You are not weak. You are responding to an unimaginable loss in the only way your soul knows how. And while your life may never be the same, you can still live it, not in spite of your grief, but with your grief, and eventually even alongside joy. Healing from traumatic grief. There's no one size, fits, or all for healing. But here are a few truths that might help. Name it. Traumatic grief is real. Just acknowledging that what you're feeling goes beyond normal grief can be validating to you. Seek support, whether it's a trauma-informed therapist, a grief group, or someone who's walked this road before you. Don't walk it alone. Honor your loss. Create rituals. Write letters. Light candles. Share your story. Your love for them didn't end, and your remembrance doesn't have to either. Give yourself permission to rest, to cry, to be angry, to laugh again, to forget and remember, to heal and still hurt. Turn forward. God, for everyone anchors your spirit. When words fail, prayer can hold space. When grief overwhelms, faith can be the only thing that keeps you breathing. Traumatic grief isn't something you get through. It's something you learn to carry. And while it may feel impossible at times, I promise you this: you are not alone. There is no shame in your pain, no weakness in your tears. There is only love, and love like yours deserves space to breathe, to scream, to remember, and to slowly, ever so gently heal. Please join me on My Child Left Home for Heaven for a complete podcast on traumatic grief. If you're walking the path of traumatic grief, we see you. And if you're looking for a space to talk, to share, or simply be with others who understand, please know my inbox and my heart is always open. With love to each and every one of you, and please join me on My Child Left Home for Heaven. Kelly out.